Hello and welcome to the 90 Minute Fevers Twitch stream. I am Steve, manager of Strictly Butterside Up in the early evening FA. As usual, I've got Con with me, the manager of Athens Owls in the early evening FA, in the early afternoon FA, I should say, and Nick as well, who is now the manager of Wanderers FC in the early afternoon FA. So it'll be interesting to know how he's started his new journey. Right, in today's stream, we'll be doing our usual end of season reviews and, of course, the quiz. We're going to mix up the quiz a bit this time, just to test people's general football knowledge a little bit. So, obviously, let us know in the forums and just generally afterwards if you like this change or if you prefer how we did it before. Any feedback's welcome. We'll split up the season reviews as usual, and we'll be doing the quiz in sections. So, just to give people a little bit of time to join into the call. We'll just quickly catch up. So, Con, how'd your season go? Con, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. Yeah, so
I thought we had early gremlins, mate, for a second there. No, just asked how your season went.
Yeah, I usually answer this question by saying, yeah, I did well. I was quite okay, But this time I did very bad. It would be a very big lie if I said I did well. I don't know. Catastrophic. I mean, I didn't get relegated, thank goodness. But I don't know. I really need to start, dwelling a longer time on transfer season, I think. I finished mid-table. I did well on the cup, on the Community Cup. I went all the way to the final, but apart from that, not so well.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're usually up there challenging, but I noticed you were weren't really in the SP Cup contention this time. Cool.
I thought that with Nick out of the way, there might be a chance of making the top four, but there have been some new people coming into the league. I'll talk about it later on.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Nick? How's progress with the new outfit?
Good, I guess. It's not really too much of a point of reference, I think. But yeah, I think the season was good. I think there's only 9 teams in my league, but I think 4 of them were active and 1 of them was semi-active and the other 4 were inactive, I think. But yeah, luckily the 4 active users got in the top 4 promotion spots, and there was a really, really tight challenge for the title that I won by 1 point in the end, I think.
Oh, right.
So I did win the league by a single point, but it was a very... I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I had to win my last 11 matches in a row to win the league. And anything short of that, I probably wasn't going to win it. So, I won all 11 of them, and the math was correct basically because the other user at the top, I believe they also won all of their last 11 matches with the exception of the match that they lost to me. So, yeah, it was very, very, very tight. Title race at the top in a bit of a weird league, I guess. It's just a bit different because when there's less, when there's only 9 teams, because you're playing each other team sort of 4 or 5 times, that has a different feel to the whole thing. You get much more familiar with your opponents.
Get a bit of a rivalry going, I guess.
There's so many. It's like there's 2 teams at the top, and it's like it's not you play in them like 4 times at least. So there's a lot of points to be. You can catch up a lot of points basically, because even though I won the league by a single point, I think at one point I was like 15 or more projected points clear. So there's a massive scope to turn things around when you still get to play 3 more matches against that team. If you beat them all 3 times, you can close the gap massively. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was interesting. It was different. Obviously. It's just a different feel to it all, when trying to just keep the finances sort of in place and not pay too much for any players, and sort of trying to get real cheap ones or free ones and keep those wages real low and stuff. And it's just a different feel to everything. Looking for different players, playing the game differently. It's it's been really interesting. Then sort of competing at the top end of the transfer market for the very best players and paying all this money. It's like you can get this other player who's a little bit worse, but he's free. It has a very different feel to the whole game, and it's been interesting.
Good, great. Okay. Right. Well, I think we've given people a bit of time to join the call, so we'll start moving on. Just before we start, anyone who hasn't listened before, we run a quiz in 3 sections. We've changed a couple of the sections today just to see what people think of it. But just so you know, if you'd like to join in with the quiz, hopefully most of you will, you need to get the quiz channel up. So to add the channel, you just need to go to on your homepage, hopefully, assuming you haven't removed the widget. Just go to channel section, click the plus button, scroll down, try and find it, click on the quiz, and just click join, and that should do the job. And then you'll be able to join in with the quiz. All answers on the quiz will need to be in this section, so anyone who accidentally answers into the world section or the help section, those answers won't count. So just to let you know about that one. But we'll start the quiz after section 1 of the season review. So we'll kick that off. Con and I will just go through and have a look at who's been doing well in the FAs this season. We haven't got time to go through every single division of every single league or anything like that, because we did try doing that a few months ago and it just went on far too long. So this time we'll be just focusing on the top divisions, having a look at who's won the cups as well in the FAs. So we'll do it in a couple of sections. So we will kick off with the early morning FA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so champion last season was Mr. Delta with Balkan. I'm pretty sure he retained his title. He did.
Yeah, Delta did very well again.
Yeah. He's had a very, very good season actually. We'll come to a bit of that later, but he's.
And it seems like he did a good thing moving to this FA, because this is just his 2nd season, right? He wasn't always there. I think he moved. He moved during July, I think, or something.
Yeah, you might be right. I think he has moved to it, definitely. He's definitely shown, looking like the force at the moment. So it's up to these chasers to try and take the title away from him. Scoring a lot of goals, not conceding a lot. So really, I think he might be best defence and the best attack there. So it's a dominant season. 780s could maybe get a bag for in the last couple of games, but. Looks like they've won it reasonably with a little bit to spare. 780's Procrastination runners up. NHAC KVSC take 3rd, so they're pretty clear. Always look like they're getting SP Cup.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. But these two battling out for this last spot, and it looks like the unusually named Purple Monkey Dishwashers have managed to sneak that last SP Cup spot. So Tornado FC didn't win by how many goals? 10 goals they might have needed in their last game to overhaul them. So so congratulations to these guys. Top half of this league, you know quite a lot of these teams actually. So there's certainly competitive. So Darko will be pretty.
I don't think I remember 780 being so high up. So I think it must be. It's the first time he was so close to winning it, I think. Close, relatively speaking. I mean, he finished 2nd. But as you said, each one of these guys now. Prodigal Spartans, does he still have the African team? Don't remember.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, pretty good effort. There's another One Nation team I'm going to talk about a little bit later. Well, this isn't a One Nation team, One Continent team, I guess. There's a One Nation team that's done particularly well this season that I was going to talk about later in one of the other FAs. But it's always quite impressive, I think, when you sort of when a team handicaps themselves and they still do really well. I think you've got to be quite impressed. So, but just missed out in the top 4. So unlucky to them, Tornado, Verbus, Nike Aldham. It's pretty tight behind for those spaces. I should think down to 10th really, with a shout by the look of it. So let's see who's going to be coming up to join them next season, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just 2 divisions in the early morning FA. So No Fuchs given, Talent Kids, Clube Portugal, and Pesmos will be playing the top division next season. Dominant performance by No Fuchs, obviously. Quite a decent points haul there, and only no defeats. So maybe it looks like they weren't pushed too much in this one. It
will be interesting to see how he does versus Delta.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Let's see who's won the cups. So,
you did it again.
Darko's getting greedy. Look, another victory. Let's have a quick look. It's the A team. I think we're top half side, but it looks pretty dominant performance. So I have seen Darko's team, and it's very, very handy. I played a friendly against him a couple of weeks ago. It's very, very tidy side he's got there. So I'm not surprised. He's a very difficult team to face. Unusual formation in this case, but clearly worked.
It seems like they had to go to extra time, and that's where all the goals were scored. It was the A team was playing very, very attacking formation.
I'd guess they probably moved to that towards the end. You reckon, wouldn't you? Just to try and somehow get back into the game. I think.
Yeah, I mean you have to. I mean probably he had to do all. Had to play it all for nothing, and
Old Liverpool connection there. Yeah, Liverpool connection at the up top there. Okay, so that's the cup. Let's see if Darko's got a clean sweep of this season. No, so he hasn't won this. He lost in the semi-final to Tornado, and Tornado have gone on and won the Community Cup. So that makes up a little bit when you've missed out on the SP Cup. Actually, I think when you get the Tornado just missed out on goal difference, didn't they? So it's nice when you've got something to show for your season. And to be honest, I don't know what's better really. I mean, do you want a trophy in the cabinet, or do you want SP Cup qualification? Depends if you're Arsene Wenger or not, I guess, and whether you consider that success. I don't know. It's I don't know. I like a trophy myself, so I think I'd probably take that over the fourth. But yeah, so congratulations to Tornado. Looks like a close game, won just by a penalty by the look of it. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Right, so that's the early morning FA. So someone's going to have to try and take Darko down a peg or two in the next season. He's definitely dominating there. Let's have a look in the late morning FA. Okay, right, now this is an interesting title race. Look at that.
Wow.
Top 3 with big points tallies separated by 1 point. So I think all 3 of these teams have got to think they've had a good season. And to get 89 points and not win the title in the top division, you're going to be disappointed. I was suggesting 2 of them have managed to do that this time. So maybe a very top-heavy division, this one. Looking at the points spread, you can see how many the minus figures are here. So I don't know if they're inactive sides, or maybe they're just sides that are fairly new, and it's just tough coming into such a established division with so many good sides towards the top, I think.
Yes and no. I mean, I also see very familiar names out there. Nerve Palace, Ghost Mistake, Sensible Soccer. I mean, you see a lot of them. But yeah.
I definitely think. I mean, there's some really good sides in this league. Just I wonder if some of these are newer sides, and they're just tough. When there's so many other good sides in the division, it makes it so difficult to come in and win games, doesn't it? So AC Rossonero are the champions. So congratulations to them. Looks like they had to win their last game. They just snuck it 11-0 by the look of it. Okay. So that meant that the other 2 couldn't win the title in their last games, I think. Yeah, Ristic even won 6-1 to give it a go. But so Guernsey, Ristic, and Inti Yamama qualify for the SP Cup. Nerve Palace just miss out. Polska not a million miles away either. So looks like fairly competitive at the top there. Congratulations to AC Rossonero. see who's going to be joining them. Okay, so next season, Athletic Burgos, Kobayashi Maru, the Gooners, and the Office Club will all be playing top league football. Top three look like they've won. They've gone up very comfortably there. And it looks like this isn't actually settled. It looks like there's still games to be played. So the Office Club, strong favourites. They need one win from the last two games, but certainly possible one of these other two could nick it.
It would be funny if he's playing it versus those two.
Yeah. Make it much more interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, let's have a look at the FA Cup. So Rossonero denied the double by Nerve Palace. Nerve Palace, an experienced user. He's been around a while. So looks like Tony Yeboah's won the game for him. Rossonero, a bit unlucky looking at the stats. Doesn't always tell the whole story, but you've got to think that their keeper's had a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, and he had a perfect game by Yeboah, hat-trick. And what else can we conclude from this? I think probably just been a bit unlucky. Yeah.
Sorry, Con, I talked over you there. Carry on.
No, I was just saying that Nerve Palace had an injury in the beginning, but he did well in the end. I mean, he came back into the match. He just looks like a long time. Did they go into halftime? No, that's normal time. Okay, yeah.
I think they always had their noses in front by the look of it. So but Rossonero couldn't break him down. But I'm guessing is what we can draw from this. Or not break them down as many times as their goalkeeper kept conceding, I suppose is more accurate. There's some the usual sides competing in there at the top. Guernsey Kiwis are another top side, went out in the semi-final as well. Community Trophy. So basically they were denied a treble in that game then. So they're obviously a very strong side. Yeah, I haven't come across them in any of the inter-competition cups, so I'm not overly aware of them. But they're obviously a strong side. It's another. It's a pretty strong season, winning 2 of your 3 domestic trophies.
It seems like in every FA there's one very dominant club. I mean, Delta was in the previous FA. Rossonero is in this one, and we'll see about the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, definitely in Darko's case that looks fairly dominant. This one in the league, there's only point
it was close.
So it's probably. Yes. I think Rossonero just managed to get their noses in front on a couple of things, but the fact they've won the cups as well, you've got to sort of think that it's a pretty good season. So congratulations to them. Unlucky to Polska. Looks like it's pretty much deserved. Not a completely one-sided by any means, but looks like they deserve to win. Okay, so that is the late morning FA. Right, hand over to you for this one a little bit. So Third Atlantic not there to defend their title. So how did the early afternoon one go, Con?
Yeah, well, Nick is out of the way, but don't forget we still have Neos Cosmos. Neos Cosmos has always been up there. You know, he's won it before, and now it's the second time he wins it. And last season he finished second. And obviously now with Nick out of the way, it was a comfortable win. He finished first with 9 points difference. And then we have the usual suspects. Everybody did well. Everyone did better than ever. I mean, Jazz finished second. That he's done it once before, but he usually finishes fourth, so it was a progress for him. Raydox finished third. That's the highest he's ever been. So for him, that was real progress as well. He started off being 7th back in June, then 4th, 5th, and now he's 3rd. Then Roy, Double Diamond, he finished the top 4 group. And then, unlucky for Andrew Slack, that's Team RB, he missed it for 1 point. He missed it the SP qualification, and but he'll be happy with that 5th place, because for him this is also a record high. He used to be mid-table, and he
could be a team to watch then in the next couple of seasons.
This is the highest he's ever been. From 13th place, he went to 12, 7, and now he's 5th. And the biggest progress I've ever seen is the team right after, which is Minotaurs. He was consistently finishing mid-table, 13th, and now he's 6th. So that was a big jump. There's been many jumps. That's what I'm trying to say. Phantoms as well. It's the highest he's ever been. And then Young, who used to have a youth team, he used to always finish, a little bit above relegation. He always used to finish 15th, and now he's 9th. So everybody did amazingly, everyone except for me. I dropped suddenly. Yeah. I went from 6th to 12th. Yeah.
Well, if everyone's improving, someone has to be going in the other direction, don't they? So.
Exactly.
Unfortunately for you, Con, it's obviously you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of a gap there, but it's but it's.
Then we have the winner of Division 2, which is Run Around Rejects. So he did very well. His first season in the big division, he finished.
Last season. Okay.
He finished 11th, and then we had some new teams coming in from other FAs like Boneyard, Gravediggers. They did well, and the Unseen Academicals, they also did well. They came from the Nautau, and the other one came from the PTFA.
Cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, congratulations, Neos Cosmos. I think he's got a fairly full trophy cabinet, so that's another title. I expect Jazz will run him close again. He seems to be there or thereabouts every season. Raydoxia is just getting better every year, isn't he? So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm telling you, everyone did personal highs except for me.
There's always next season, mate.
Yeah,
okay, let's see who's coming to join you. So you got AFC Carnage, unbeaten whole season, 100 points, cracking season for them, and Wolves not far off either. They lost one game, which must have been to Carnage, I would guess.
Let's see if you can pronounce the next club on 3rd spot.
I'm just going to call them EFC. I think that's fine. Yeah. So they've had a pretty good season as well, haven't they? And Royal FC Antwerp are the 4th side who have come up. So congratulations to them. Be playing in the big division next year.
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, for this part of the roundup, we'll just have a quick look at the. We were going to look at the cups, weren't we? Yeah. Sorry. So let's see who took the FA Cup. This seems to be a theme, doesn't it?
Yeah,
a lot of teams winning cup and league.
So as with Delta in that morning FA, here we have Neos Cosmos, who is dominating. He dominated in the league, and obviously he won not so comfortably. I mean, the stats are different. If you see the stats, it shows a more balanced game. But yeah, he did win. He won 4-1. It was
2 penalties in there as well, wasn't there? So yeah, maybe it's the scoreline's harsh, but they probably edged it by the look of it. Yeah. It's, okay. Right. Congratulations to Neos Cosmos again. Let's see if they also took the community trophy.
Now, the only good thing about this season for me is that the only good thing is that I made it to the final for once. You'd think after all these months I would have made something, huh? Yeah. But no, I mean RB deserved it. He was much better.
Yeah. No subs been made in that game at all. What's the matter with you people? Got to use your bench.
Unfortunately, we decided let's meet and play, and then I had to go work. I gave him another hour. Then he had to work, and then we just missed it completely because we're two gentlemen. Neither one. Everybody wanted to wait for the other person, and we never started.
I think that's good. That's very honourable of you. At least just see how it goes. Then in that case, it didn't go your way, unfortunately for you, Com. But so there's always next season, as we keep saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. let's check out that late afternoon FA then. Okay, late afternoon FA. This is the team I wanted to talk to you about, actually. Control Alt Elite. They have won the late afternoon FA with an all Ukrainian side. So I think that's pretty impressive, actually. So because you're limiting yourself on your player pool you can buy when you use a one nation side, and you could definitely argue it's not Germany or Spain or Argentina or Brazil. It's a team who's in a level below that. So I think that's all the more impressive. So congratulations, Control Alt Elite, for their first, I believe, league title. And it's not like it was an easy division at all. Woodburn, very, very experienced user, comfortably numb. Red, that's another Roy team, I believe. So there's some really good sides in this division. It looks a pretty competitive league. That's a good fight for the SP Cup tops. Elite Ducks and Gardens Town just missing out on the SP Cup spots. Elite Ducks and goal difference as well. So a bit unlucky to miss out there. But congratulations to all these guys being the SP Cup again, but particularly to Control Alt Elite. There's some good sides again all the way down this division. You recognise a lot of these names, don't you?
Boogie Nights, Barcelona, of course.
Geka, Atletico.
Dekritas, the guy that finished 19th, he used to be very good. He used to finish in the top half, and now look at him. He got relegated. That's how good this FA is. Yeah. Nothing is for granted.
That's it. Let's see who's going to join them. So Suffolk County FC are the League Division 2 champions. Again, another 100+ points. Todd's Nook Juniors, Middleton, and go on, Roy.
That's my team. I remember these guys. Yeah. Katsikanyarades. Even I can't really say it. Yeah.
I dread to think what it'd be if I tried it. I'm not even going to do it. Okay. Well done, all four of you guys, being the top division next season. So be testing your mettle against some of those tasty sides in there. Okay, let's see. Right, for a change, the league title winner hasn't won the cup final. Comfortably Numb, who were the runners-up, got some measure of revenge here with a victory over Control Alt Elite in the final, and looks like they edged it. So I think they're, maybe 3-0 looks a little harsh on Control Alt Elite, but they've, I think, Comfortably Numb looked like they deserved the win there.
Yeah, I mean, Control Alt Elite was going to do the double again and would have the same recurring theme as always, but it didn't happen.
Not this time.
Yeah.
But as all these champions seem to have won two things, let's see if they've... I knew it.
Okay. There you go.
There we go. Community trophy. So this is a cracking season for Control Alt Elite because they won something else that we'll move on to later as well. So that's a good win over a very strong Woodburn side as well. So yes,
very nice.
Yeah, well done. So it looks like a bit of a game this one, doesn't it? 6-3.
They had matching formations as well. They played diamond. No, slightly different. Control Alt Elite has 2 DMs, so it's different. But
Rebov hat-trick looks like done the business in the end. Okay, so congratulations, gents. Well done. That is the end of the first part of the roundup. I'm just going to remind you again, so we're going to move on to the first part of the quiz now. I see Dorg is listening in, and he is proud of his Ukrainian team, so as he should be. So we're gonna get on with the first part of the quiz, which Nick will talk about in a moment. I'll just remind you one more time, if you've joined us a little bit late and you'd like to get involved with the quiz, all the answers need to be on the quiz channel, so make sure you've got this one selected. If you haven't got the quiz channel there, you can get that by just pressing the plus button, moving down, finding quiz, clicking join. Okay, and then you can join in. Point systems will be changed a little bit as usual, as we've got a different type of question here and there. So without further ado, if I hand you over to Nick, and Nick will get started.
Okay. Now this, as Steve said earlier, we're toying around, I guess, with the quiz format, trying to just take what works and learn and evolve a bit. It's obviously a bit tricky for us with the fact that everybody's got to participate and there's a bit of a delay on the stream and things like that. But we are trying. We'll try new things, and if anybody's got any feedback, as Steve said earlier, we'd love to hear it as well. If there's things that you like in particular and don't like, but we're just changing it up a bit this month, and hopefully it's for the better. So this month we've decided to put some general football knowledge questions into the quiz. So the first round of the quiz will be general knowledge questions to do with club football, and it's just 1 point per correct answer, and some of the questions have more than one answer, and where that's the case, it'll be 1 point for each correct answer. And we are letting one user get more than 1 point on the same question. Is that right, guys?
Yep. Okay.
All right. So if there's a question with more than one answer and you get more than one of them, then you'll get more than 1 point. So as Steve did explain right about using the quiz channel. Is that being explained already?
Yeah, I did mention that.
Okay.
Yeah, we should also mention who the current title holder is as well. That's one thing I forgot to mention, which is this man here, Alan T, or Alant, whatever way you want to say it. He won the quiz last year, and I think it's the first time he's won it, I believe. So I'm sure some of the other guys who have the previous winners, like Mr. Wikipedia Jens, will be competing again. So we'll see who takes it this time. So let's see if Alant can defend his title.
Yep.
Okay, so you definitely want to...
Sorry guys, I got the wrong thing. As usual, I'm paying no attention. That's the only P in this particular bit, and it's a Q what we're looking for. I really should pay attention.
Okay.
There he is, Jens has got it, Mr. Wikipedia himself. There we go. I really shouldn't be allowed to do these calls, should I? Right.
It's also partly my fault and Nick's fault because we didn't correct you. So.
Yeah, you let me get on with it. You just carried on. Yeah, maybe I should just get the sack. Right. Okay. I'd love to see someone else who wants to do this. Okay. Right. So yes, Jens is the title holder, as I said first time, I think. Yeah. Off you go, Nick.
Okay. Just to make sure that everybody is looking on the quiz tab, you definitely want to look there and you want to read the questions there, because the stream that you're watching, the live stream, is on a delay. So you're putting yourself at a pretty big disadvantage if you listen to the questions and not read them, because they will appear multiple seconds before you hear them. So you want to be keeping an eye on the quiz tab and also answering the questions in there. So I'm just going to put here round one, general knowledge, club football, and we're going to get straight into the first question. So the first question is, which club has never won the German Bundesliga but has finished as runners-up 5 times? Okay, Jens got it.
It's a good start.
Reigning champion gets an early point.
Okay. So we'll move straight in. Let's try and do it with some pace. So the next question is, other than Madrid and Barcelona, name another city in Spain that boasts a La Liga winner. Emphasizing city, not club. And it's 1 point for each, 60-second time. Only cities will count. So Valencia is one of them. So that goes.
So AJ gets that one.
And
Alan.
Alan T also. Jens also gets it.
Yeah,
Jens gets
another one. Yeah. And Ananth gets the last one.
Okay.
La Coruna.
Right.
Is that all of them? I think it might be.
Yes.
yeah,
so
that's all of them.
keep
That's
a note.
all of them. So to be
Well, that was
clear,
quick.
I will put the answers just so everybody knows what they were. Do we need 5 seconds for people to say that we're wrong here? Who got the 5 points, Con?
No, I think
so. AJ Murphy got 1, right? Ananth got another.
I'll just move
Jens
him up.
got 2, if I'm correct. And it's one more. Let's see.
Ananth got La Coruna.
Methos.
No,
no.
Methos missed it.
AJ got the Valencia one. Alan T got the Sevilla one. Jens got Bilbao. It's 3. Jens also got San Sebastian, and Ananth got La Coruña. So that's all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
So my champion elect, Alance, he's off the mark. So maybe I'm some kind of visionary. Maybe he's going to win it.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, we weren't expecting everybody to answer them that quickly, were we, guys?
No, that was lightning. So, yeah.
Next question. Name a player to have scored 100+ goals in the Premier League, but has only played for one club in the Premier League. And again, there's multiple answers to this, and it's 1 point for each.
Okay.
And any player that has scored for more than one club in the Premier League doesn't count. So
Mark M has got Skulls. Methos has got Giggs. Penjarov has got Omri. So there's some quick answers going out again here. AJ Gerrard. Mark's got Letitia as well. That's most of them, I think.
There's one more, I think.
Lack's got Aguero.
One left, guys.
Ooh. Wait. Not so fast. Okay, let's see. There's one more. I think there's one more.
Some of the others that people are doing listing have played more than scored for more than one club. For example, Owen, Newcastle, and Lampard, West Ham, and
Shearer, Blackburn, Southampton.
Yep. There you go. Ananth has got Drogba, and I think that was the last one, isn't it? So I'll just scroll up so we can see who got who in the right order.
Tell me who got who, and I'll write them down. Yeah.
Oh no, actually, AJ got Drogba earlier. So looking at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one for so AJ got Drogba, which was before even your second thing. So that was very quick. Mark M got Skulls. Methos got Giggsy. Penjarov got Henri. AJ got another one because he got Gerrard. Mark M got another one because he got Letitia. And I think that might be all of them. Is Gerrard already done? Yeah, Gerrard's already done. Yeah. And Lack's got Aguero, I should say. That's the last one.
Oh, all right.
So hopefully I've got that all correct there.
Okay, I got them all. I've jotted them down.
I think so. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's not the case for Harry Kane, but do we need to check it?
No, Ananth Lampard played for West Ham as well, so that's why.
Do we need to check the Harry Kane thing? I'm pretty sure he hasn't. But
no, he's not 100
he might have
yet.
scored 100 goals. He might have scored 100 goals for Spurs, but not in the Premier. He's got 82 Premier League goals. Okay, so the next question is who was the last German-born top scorer in the Bundesliga?
No one's got it in that first batch.
Yeah, I think that's got it right.
Got it, Lax. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Lax has got it. Maya.
Okay, and the last question for the first section of the quiz, and this has multiple answers again. Name a Scandinavian player to have finished as top scorer or joint top scorer in any season in the Italian Serie A. So there's multiple answers to this, and it's 1 point for each.
Darth Sidious has got Nordal straight away. And Darren's got Ibra, which...
Okay.
So
I guess, yeah,
we'll give it to him, but full names from now on, please, guys. And there is one more.
There's one more, yeah.
And this is the trickiest one, but... I think Lax got it there?
Yeah, Lax has got it. So, hope you got it anyway, because I've just put the answers there.
Yeah, well, he put Nielsen. We'll assume he was talking about the right Nielsen.
So that's the end of the first section. I don't know if we do want to review the scores now, Con, because just in case there's any...
I can just say that there's Jens, AJ Murphy, and Lax are leading the pack with 3 points each.
Okay, and maybe we'll do a full rundown of the scores just before this part 2 of the quiz, if you like, just so everyone knows where they stand.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll hopefully everyone enjoyed that first part of the quiz. We'll finish off the season, the FA season review, and then we'll come back to part 2. Give you guys a bit of a rest on that one. Okay, so early evening FA, which is my FA, and the top division turned into a bit of a head-to-head between me and Suffolk, which I was on the wrong end of in the end. Suffolk, to be fair, was he was leading most of the season. I had a really good run towards the third quarter of the season. I had a really good unbeaten run. Put myself in pole position to win it, and then balled it completely, and only won one of my last 4 games. And Suffolk put on the pressure and won their last. I think they definitely won the last 3 or 4. I think. They nicked it. So over a season, they were deserved winners. So they've just won it by 2 points. Competitive league, you can drop points everywhere. It's one of the strongest FAs, I believe. Methos, his team is improving every season. He was struggling a bit for being the lower reaches the last couple of seasons, but he's really come back to the fore this season and finished in a strong SP Cup spot. Edinburgh Lions usually up there, and once again they've claimed a SP Cup spot. Looks like it was a bit of a gap to the next lot, but it was a bit tighter than that until the end. I think Edinburgh won the last few games to get a bit clear of them. So Mercury Immortals and CSKA, who are usually SP, very much in the SP Cup hunt, they just missed out. Pepalazzi, decent side, and Chris's Black Sails a little bit further back with Belbiasa and Wolf. So there's some really good sides all the way down the league here. There's very few. I don't think there's any team you can go and think I can play a weaker side because I'm going to beat them. Put it that way. It's one of those leagues. A couple of the teams that have gone down are really pretty strong, actually.
I can see.
You know, Vianellos are usually more than comfortably mid-table. Fruit, again, they're usually in the higher reach of the league. So bad seasons.
I can see Ergonautica once finished and got the SP, I think,
I think so.
Months ago or something, and Gansito's huge team. I mean, look at them; they're battling. They just made it. They just saved themselves from relegation.
Yep.
Who would have thought? Yeah, Vianellos, Futalicious. I mean, these are big teams. Blades won the league a couple of seasons ago, and they were down in 12th. So it's pretty competitive, but really enjoyable. Actually, I do enjoy this league, and it's. Every game you play, you really have to think about, which is what you want to be doing in a game. You know, everyone has good and bad games, but you want to, just hope that you make good decisions more than the opposition, and hope you end up where you deserve to end up, I guess.
So congratulations to Suffolk, fully deserved league title, and I'm pretty sure he won it last season as well. So he's done it's pretty tough to defend league title, so they've done well there. So we'll see who's joining us. Wonder Kids United, and they are a side, I believe. I can't remember if they bounced back from relegation or not, but they definitely seen them before. And Shedicus definitely dropped down, and they've bounced straight back. So I expect they'll go well. I know Shedicus have quite a young side, so they'll be getting better each season. Jumbo, I come across them in the cup actually, which we'll come to in a minute. They were pretty tough to beat, so I expect they'll do well in the final. And definitely seen Werder Leverkusen in the top divisions, as they've definitely won trophies in the past, or they've definitely been competing for trophies at the very least. Very, very close. Catenaccio, Madison Hoops, and Wedgwood Winners and Headhunters, very, very close to going up. Pretty competitive division. The evening FA's definitely got a lot more. They've got more depth. I think top divisions are pretty good all the way around, but definitely more depth in these divisions. It takes good sides to work your way up. So congratulations to the 4 promoted sides. FA Cup. As I mentioned, alluded to a minute ago, I was taken out by Jumbo, who are now a Division 1 side, but they were a Division 2 side here, and fully deserved to beat me. I could not. Tried a lot of different tactics. You can see a bit of a weird formation I've ended up with. Tried all sorts of things. I could not break them down. So he did really well, and deserved to win. Another cup final just decided by the odd goal, which been a few of those. Dwight York got that. So well done, Jumbo.
So let me get this straight. You made it to the final. You lost. You finished second, right, in your league? No.
Yeah.
How did you do in your league?
I did finish second.
Let's see how you did in the Community Cup.
I'm pretty sure I was absolutely nowhere in that. Actually, I haven't finished my season of near misses quite yet, but sorry, I've gone the wrong way. Community Trophy, I'm pretty sure I probably went out in round 1 on that one. I think I've been out for ages. Not round 1. Suffolk actually beat me. It was a pretty tough draw. So I know I won't go into this too much because I don't talk too much about myself. But CSKA, who are one of the top sides in the league in round 2, and then Suffolk in round 3, who were league champions. So there's a few big clashes in this one early on. In the final, Suffolk have actually gone all the way and won it.
Black Sails, huh?
And one I should give Chris a mention here, because Chris is trying to take the crown for most cup finals lost, I think. So I'm pretty sure he said this is his 6th cup final he's lost, and he hasn't won one yet. So he's pretty gutted about that. You begin to get a complex about these things, and you keep losing finals, I should think. But as I said to Chris at the time, you just got to keep yourself getting yourself in situations, and it'll just go your way. You can't just keep losing finals. They'll go your way at some point. And you're playing the league champions. It's just a tough fixture, and
I guess to connect it with our quiz questions before, he's the Bayer Leverkusen of 90MS.
Of the EEFA, yes. I think you're right, mate. Unlucky Chris, but congratulations again to Rico. It looks like it was a deserved victory, so I don't think Chris will have any complaints about the actual game. Just a bit disappointed, I'm assuming. Looks like I had a bit of a thriller in the semi-final against Belpiasa, actually. And good effort from Olive Blanche Colts, who are another not top division side who have managed to get.
Yeah, and he beat Argonautica in a penalty shootout, so it was very dramatic. The whole journey for Chris, it's dramatic. Yeah.
That's it. Okay, I've already seen who's coming up, haven't I? So let's have a look at the next one. So, Primetime FA, which I think could definitely argue is the strongest FA overall. Certainly got the most depth.
It's full also.
Absolutely, yeah, it is. And Lisbon Lions are the champions. I'm pretty sure that's the first time they've won this. I don't know if they've got any other titles to their name. I'm going to have a very quick look. They probably have some other.
Something. Maybe it was won
a couple of cups, but this is it's obviously a step up, winning PTFA 1. So congratulations to them. It's a really tough division to win. Gabriel is making a career of near misses in this division. I'm pretty sure he's been second a lot in PTFA 1. It's just a tough division, and he obviously hasn't quite got over the line. He's definitely got some trophies in the cabinet, but as far as the league, I think it's eluding him. But another good season for him, obviously. Legendary Croata, they have won the title recently, so no surprise seeing them up there. And Dynamo 3 are always the team that just doesn't worry about defending and just scores bagfuls of goals every season. And they've made the top 4 as well. Some really good sides lower down the table here. Stromerville, Belgium, Julian Dragons, who I think won it last season. Phil's Walnut Manoeuvre. In fact, all the way down. I thought this division probably more than any other is, you do well to stay up.
Hakuna Matata is one of our oldest users from back in the beta days, and he's there. Then we've got Torino. We've got that's our Game of Thrones fan, the Watchers on the Wall. And Palmeiras. It's good to see him in Division 1, but he's getting relegated. Too bad.
But pretty competitive. No one's got completely cut adrift. Even Skigblade were obviously not completely out of it. And I remember Pete saying that he was surprised to get up in the first place, so you'll just have to try and do the same again. Right, PTFA 2, let's see who's coming to join them. Right, well, we all know Borussia Teeth, 2-time SP Cup winners. They're going back into the top division. Good to see they stuck around and tried to fight their way back. Saltier Sharks, another previous top division side who are finding their way back. And Huish as well, I believe, who are in the top division. I think that's Paul's side, if I remember. And I think this is one of the newer sides, Nottingham Forest 1865. They've been here a few months now, but they've been working their way up the divisions, and they are going to be competing with the big boys next season. I think that's Ryan's team, if I'm right. Kabaddi, HK United, Rapid Potesti, Swain Green. There's a lot of good sides in this division. So this is Division 2. You go down to teams like Riesler, who have been one of the bigger sides in the past. Bootlace,
Yugoslavia.
Plenty of good sides in there. Okay, so they're into the top division. Let's see who's won the cup. Another team won the double. Look at that. So, Lisbon Lions 3, Stromerville 2, and looks like they're a bit fortunate on this occasion. Henrik Larsson's won the game for them. 2 goals in the first half. 2 goals in the first half of giving them a lead, and extended it there. But I think Kev is going to be a bit disappointed to miss out there. A bit unlucky, I think.
Dixie Dean up there. He scored a goal. He did well, but
he's a beast, isn't he?
He has some nice players there.
He does, yeah.
All of them, both of these teams. Look at them. The Makelele is there.
Yeah.
Tassotti, Toldo. Oh, it's nice lineup.
Plenty of wikis around here. De Boer, Peter Lorimer. Yeah, some nice players there. And a bit of a nearly season for Stromerville, unless he's won a cup somewhere else. But 5th in the league and missed out in the cup final as well. So unlucky, Kev. Hopefully you can go on better next season. Community Trophy. Right, well, couldn't keep Julian Dragons out of it completely. They've won the Community Trophy. So a bit of small consolation for not competing for the league title this year. Looks like fully deserved against another very good side who have made the SP Cup. So swings and roundabouts a little. So it's Elkiar and Jamie Carragher. Did he score? Yeah. No, Olivier scored. I thought Carragher had scored for a minute. I think that's crazy. So well done to Andy for taking that. Looked like a fairly straightforward win, that one. Okay. Moving on to, is it late evening next, I believe?
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a look. Late evening Division 1. This is, again, probably only prime time, and you probably EEFA and LEFA are probably on about par, just behind the PTFA for strength, I think. big congratulations to Costa, who has taken the title with Eusebio.
Yeah.
Maradona 10 moved FA a couple of seasons ago, and they won the Division 2 title last season, I believe, and they've gone straight in for challenging for Division 1. So obviously a good side there.
Yeah.
Sporting Estima,
And,
I think they won the SP Cup, didn't they, recently? So
it's worth noting that Eusebio, it's his second consecutive. Did we mention this? It's his second consecutive win.
You're right, it is, yeah.
Season. And it seems that he is the Neos Cosmos of this FA. He's the third Lanark of this FA.
Yeah. Yeah, he's certainly, and he's won it reasonably well there as well, 8 points. So I think it's a great season for Costa, and he's he's certainly got a nice side together there. Pretty competitive division though. The top three, even the top three have lost 9 games there, so it's a competitive division when you see that, I think.
But you're right when you talked about Maradona winning something. I can't remember quite well what it was, but he won something last season, I think. I'm not sure.
I think he won. I think last season he won LEFA 2, but I've got a feeling he was in late morning or early morning FA and won that previously, or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the top 2 and Sporting Estima for getting SP Cup spot, and Awoken Giants take the 4th SP Cup spot. They've still got a game left, but they are safe in that, I think. Yep. AJ's just missed out with Croydon Athletic, just missed out on SP Cup spot. Stellar Stars, Fiorentina. I think we're pretty clear whose second team that is. Darko's second team, Hajduk Split. Blackfish, Kettering, Polar Bear. There's plenty of decent sides in this division. So good to see another competitive league. Let's have a quick look and see who's coming to join them, shall we?
Yep.
Hammers United, I'm guessing a West Ham fan, have won the title and just nicked it by a point from Altenburg FC. Club Nacional de Caen and Ewing FC. Top 4. And Meudon Zidane Floor and Dynamo Pathetic just miss out. So congratulations to those 4. FA Cup.
That's what Maradona won last season. Okay.
Yes, right. And AJ makes up for disappointment of missing out on the SP Cup by taking down the FA Cup, as it were. Very, very close game. Looks like AJ's team just did the finishing. I think Awoken Giants did get in the SP Cup, so it's 5th versus 4th here. So a manner of revenge for missing out, I guess.
I see. Yeah.
Looks like they were a goal up, but the second half red card probably didn't help Awoken Giants trying to get back into this game. So it looks like a tight game, but Croydon managed to keep it tight after getting in the lead, basically.
Some Greek wikis there for Awoken Giants. And Tsartas and Hadjipanagis and Del Piero as well up there. Okay, cool. Nice.
Okay, let's see who won the community trophy. Right, someone else, not the league champions for a change. So we've got different cup winners in this league. So Blackfish FC have won what looks like a pretty tight game, and Awoken Giants have missed out 2 cup final defeats. So I'm sure very disappointed, but does have that consolation of getting the SP Cup, so that is something. But it is nice to get a trophy in your cabinet, so I'm sure he's a little disappointed with that. So congratulations to Blackfish. Looks like a pretty early goal, and then tried to keep it tight for the rest of the game by the looks of things. So congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, the Night Owl FA. So 4 divisions now in the Night Owl FA, actually. So it's getting bigger. Yeah, it's good. It's the biggest spanning FA, for those who didn't realise that. It spans 6 hours. So I suppose in some ways you'd expect it to collect a few. And it's TJ who has come out on top. TJW Wanderers, 97 points. That is a very good title. And Nigel's Railpool United are second. I believe that's Nigel's team. NYLA Football Club third. Ninja Pigs fourth. So They are the SP Cup
Okay.
qualifiers. Another Game of Thrones fan in fifth here. White Walkers just missed out on the SP
And
Cup
that's
this season.
Panthers. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, yeah, it's the usual suspects, I think. I mean, TJ
did he
winning
win it
it
last
is.
season? Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah. So yeah, I think you're right. I think they look sort of fairly comfortable. White Walker's not a million miles away, but fairly comfortable. Looks like a fairly spread out division. This one, a few teams, a couple of certainly one whipping boy in there, and a few not winning
There's
many
a-
games. Relegation
there's
was
a-
sorted out early by the look of it.
There's a team called Brazil there. I'm guessing it's a one nation team. We saw another team before, it was called
You're right.
Belgium.
Yep.
So we're seeing quite a lot of one nation teams.
Yeah, we are. It's definitely an interesting way to play a game, isn't it? When you
is.
sort of way to challenge yourself. I think it's quite good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who's coming to join in the
The
night.
Cups. Ah, yes, you're right.
Yeah, I'll just check this first. So Hell FC, that is a hell of a season as well. Just no
Wow,
defeats.
252 goals.
I know,
That's
that is
crazy.
crazy. I'm guessing there's a few inactive sides there, which helps, but that is absolutely crazy. Look at that goal difference.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I think that is probably the biggest. That's got to be the biggest goal difference we've seen. That's even Nick hasn't managed that, has he? That's astonishing.
That's the season leaders, just this
Yeah,
one.
just these ones. We've got to see how many. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the team. That's ridiculous. Okay. So yes, well done, Hell FC. Let's see. I'm going to have to keep an eye on them, see how they do in NOFA 1, see how strong they are when they're playing against the likes of TJ's side and some of the others. Right, Longlevens AFC, Wigglesborough, who did have the top scorer, you might have noticed, and Grumpy Old Gits, all pretty comfortably making it into the top division. So congratulations to them. And Cup winners, before we get on to part 2 of the quiz. So TJ has denied the double by the runners-up. So again, another team who's managed to get revenge. This is a bit of a theme this season, I think. So Railpool have edged this one 3-2. Looks like a good game, actually. Looks like they got 3-1 up and just held on. I'm guessing that TJ probably came at him quite late on, but they managed to hold on. Pretty even game. More shots for TJ, but more on target for Railpool. So well done to, I think it's Nige C. Apologies if it's not. I think it's Nige C's team. So congratulations to them. Community trophy. It's the first penalty shootout final we've seen, isn't it?
Okay, and
So,
it's a repeat
double
of the
revenge.
previous one. Yeah.
Double revenge. They've kept their. Yeah, this is the first. I think in the reviews actually, this is the first final that's gone to a penalty shootout.
Yeah, it
isn't it? I
is.
don't remember us
It
actually
is,
looking at one
yeah.
before. So
It is.
yeah, that's always interesting. So really tight game. Again, TJ's probably a little bit unlucky in this one. I think he can definitely. The other game was pretty close. This one, I think he's been a bit hard done by, but they've. Railpool have hung in there on that one. So let's have a look. So TJ's had to come from behind a couple of times there, but got their noses in front in extra time with a penalty. This time Railpool came back. Let's see who the guilty party was. Lucas Benitez is the villain of the piece.
This.
as Railpool made no mistakes with their penalty takers. So well done to them. Okay. Right. Okay, let's get on to part 2 of the quiz. Nick's, I'm not sure which section we're going to do next, so Nick will let us on with that. Perhaps, Con, you could give us a score update, or Nick, I'm not sure who's totally up.
Yeah.
So perhaps you could just list in chat the points, perhaps. That would probably be good.
Yeah. I've got it ready. Just trying to find my interface. There we go. Okay. So AJ Murphy, Jens, and Lax with 3 points. Then there's Mark M with 2 points. And then it's Ananth, Alan T, Methos, Penjurov, Darren, and Sidious with 1 point.
Excellent. So let us know if anyone's missing there. I don't think there's anyone missing there from the points, but if anyone thinks there's a problem, then obviously let us know. Over to you, Nick, for part 2.
Okay, so part 2 is general knowledge. Again, except this time it's rather than club football, it's national team football. So let's just get straight into it with the first question. This one has more than one answer, and again, it's 1 point for each correct answer. The question's: name a country that has appeared in a World Cup final but has never won the trophy. So there's more than one answer to this, more than one correct answer.
Lax got one.
Mythos got Holland, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
And
It's probably all of them already, I would guess.
Saru's got
Saru.
Well,
Sweden is one as well, so I'm pretty sure the first four answers are all correct there, I think. Am I
no,
wrong?
they're not.
No?
There's one missing still.
There's still three. Okay.
Yeah. So there's still.
There's one left, huh? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
got
and
it.
Dog's
Lax.
just got it.
No,
yeah.
no, dog. Okay.
Yep, Dog got it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so just to confirm who got the points there. So Mythos with Holland, Jens with. Lax. Is Yugoslavia correct? I can't remember.
Yes. Lax got one.
No, that's wrong, isn't it?
It's Czechos.
That's it, it's Czechoslovakia. So Sweden, Lax is correct with Sweden. And is Hungary, is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Saru's got Hungary. And finally, Dog got Czech Republic.
All right.
Alan T saying.
Which obviously is. Sorry?
Saru got Hungary.
Yes, Saru got Hungary. Yeah, up here. I think we'll give him Hungaria. I think that's good. That's good.
The next question. Move on. Just checking again.
I'm just checking again to see if Alan got it first. I don't think he did. No, Saru is first. And Lax got that as well. So I'm pretty sure Wales have never been in there. Right.
So, Colin, do you have Mythos with Holland, Netherlands?
Yes.
Lax with Sweden, Saru with Hungary, and
Dog with Czechoslovakia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that brings Lax in the top. He's leading now with 4 points.
Now, guys, just in case people are thinking we have to go by the order it's shown on this screen, so there will be lag for some people. It has to be shown with the one that's on the stream. So obviously, if yours doesn't come up as quick as someone else's, but shows in a different order on yours, it's just unlucky, I'm afraid. We just have to go by this one.
The next question is which team has made the most attempts to qualify for the World Cup finals but has never actually made it?
Interesting.
I wouldn't have known the answer to this.
No, it's quite a tricky one, this one. Oh, AJ just to prove me wrong straight away.
Straight away.
I'm wondering if we've got some kind of new wiki wizard here. Or AJ, did you know the answer to that one, or did you manage to you find it? That's pretty quick. So that's great effort. I know it's Jens is in there with Luxembourg, so he must have wikied it. He always wikis them.
So AJ is also on 4 points. So it's Lax and AJ on top.
Okay, so the next question, which player has played the most minutes in World Cup and European Championship tournaments combined for England? Finals only, it's not included in the qualifying campaigns.
There we have it. AJ again.
AJ's on form.
And he's leading now.
And the next question is, which player scored the first all left-footed hat-trick at a World Cup, including and only tournaments from 1966 onwards, because there's we couldn't confirm if it ever happened before this time. So it's only from tournaments 1966 onwards.
Trying to come up with questions that aren't too easy to Google. I think I might have been all right with this one.
This one, yeah. I think this is going to be the trickiest one of all.
This is quite a tricky one, I think.
Did you have to watch every single hat-trick ever scored on YouTube?
I could claim I did that.
Oh, there we go, Lax.
Lax has got it, yeah.
No way. Well done.
Well done.
Okay.
That was in last World Cup for Switzerland. I think it was that was a good one for me. I had a few quid on him, so it's something that stuck in my memory.
Ah, okay.
His first goal score.
The next question is, only 2 nations outside of Europe and South America have ever reached the semi-finals of the World Cup. Name them.
Okay, Methos is in there. So Methos' fingers were the fastest there to get South Korea. The other one is a trickier one. I'm sure someone will probably Google it somehow, but it's a bit of a weird one.
I think somebody would have Googled it by now.
You think so, wouldn't you? Yes, I'm expecting Jens to come up with this. But maybe AJ is the latest Googler, who knows?
It's Roy.
Jazzy's got it. So Roy gets that point. And who was it? Methos with the fastest fingers for South Korea, wasn't it? I think. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the last question for the second section.
Okay, great. So quick recap, if you've managed to tot them up, Con. At least see who's leading, and then.
Yeah. It's a big battle now between AJ and Lax. They have 5 points each. So it's the 2 of them leading the pack.
Cool. Now everyone else has still got very much got a chance, because there are some big points on offer as usual in the last section. So there's definitely a chance to still catch up. Now the final part of the review is the quickest part of the review. We're just going to quickly have a look at the inter-team comps, see who's been taking those down, which are obviously very hard to do well in. So we'll start with the SP Cup. He says with a bit of a grin on his face. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I managed to take this one. So I'm really pleased with that. Obviously, you got to be more.
So there you go. You did win something after all.
I did. I had a bit of a nearly season apart from that. So at this point in the season, when I won the SP Cup, I was flying. I was in all the other competitions as well. Still at that point, so I was looking at a quadruple. But this is the only one I actually managed to take down in the end. But it's the biggest one, so I'm obviously delighted with it. Really quite a tight game against Radox. Could have easily gone either way, as you can see. I got hampered a bit by getting a couple of green injuries. Didn't help me, but I got that early goal, and when you get the early goal, it's always really puts you in command.
It's tricky, because you don't know what to do. Should you defend? Should you go ahead? You don't know really what to do. It's good that you scored, but it's also sometimes a bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those stick or twist things, isn't it? So in the end, I put an extra defensive midfielder on and tucked it back a bit, but I didn't to start with. But when Radox started coming at me a bit more, I had to alter my tactics because he was at one point in the game he was the better side, and I had to jiggle around. But I'm lucky enough to have won this competition before. But last time I thought I lucked into it. Last time, this time I really felt like I played some really good games. I remember I did have. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button. I got a bit fortunate against Costa in the semi-final because he was the better team before the first half an hour. First half an hour, he had a lot, maybe even 35 minutes. He was all over me, and then
you needed extra time.
He didn't score. I was lucky that he didn't score. Managed to get my tactics right, and nicked it in extra time, and then tried to shut the game down basically. Costa could definitely feel hard done by. He's got a really good side, but it was a really good game. And not to go on about too much, but I had some really good games in this tournament. I was I've got to show this one just because it's ridiculous. Name was on my trophy. I was 5-3 down in going into injury time, and somehow I just went all out attack and got two goals in injury time. So I started to think I might win this competition when that happened, and then obviously I nicked it in injury time. Although I that, and I also had a really enjoyable game against Jens Woodburn the round before. So it's like just a really good tournament for me. But I got lucky. You have to, I think, to win the SP Cup. I don't think anyone wins the SP Cup without having things go their way. So this season, luckily, it was me. My EEFA rival Suffolk was in the semi-final, the other semi-final against Redoxia.
I just wanted to say, now you said Redoxia, that it's a huge thing for Redox as well to make it to the final of the SP. It's I think it's his first. Oh, wait a second. Is it his first?
Second campaign in the SP Cup.
Second campaign. Yeah, it's the second campaign. He makes it to the final, and just shows you that he's doing great. Last couple of seasons, last 4 or 5 seasons, he's doing better and better each season in the league. And as you can see, he's doing better and better in the SP as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he got the semi-final of the SP last season, so he's finding this competition to his liking, basically. Yeah.
Basically, what I think is happening is his youth players are getting older. That's what's happening. Yeah. They're turning into men, and now he's showing us what he's made of.
Okay, so that's the SP Cup. I won't gloat about it any longer. I'm just rather pleased with myself. Cup Holders Cup. Now, I think this was played earlier today because I was keeping an eye out for it, and Darko took it down. So that's what I was saying earlier about him having a pretty exceptional season. He's also taken the Cup Holders Cup down, so I think that's 3 trophies he's won this season. So that is pretty impressive, and you can see why with some of his players. And looks like he was the better team, but good effort from Catalan Celts to even make the final. Looking at that, because they obviously finished bottom of the LEFA Division 1, which shows how strong that league is. It's not really a 4-0 game though. 2 late goals gave it a bit of flourish there, but congratulations to Darko, deserved victory.
Congratulations, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we see the history, the widgets down there, let's see.
He's been runner-up a few times, so he'd be pleased to get that. He did win the SP Cup before, but he's definitely lost a few finals, so I think he probably deserved that one. I think
he has the 3rd biggest reputation, though.
Yeah. Looks like a belter of a semi-final. We should quickly have a look at that. This is against Roy's team, 5-4. Roy, obviously, it's a bit of a topsy-turvy game. Look, Balkan 1-0 up, Roy 2-1 up, Balkan 3-2 up, Roy 4-3 up, Darko 5-4 up. So
it's great match.
Looks like a hell of a game, that one, and very, very tight as well. So it's really good game, that one in the semi-final. Oh, I've done it again. Stop pressing.
We should have added that match to YouTube. We should have.
Yes, that does look like a belter. We should also mention the other semi-finalists, because I think getting in the semi-final of any of these competitions is pretty impressive. So good effort from Torino getting there. Again, really even game. A little bit unlucky to lose out to Catalan there by the look of it. So unlucky there, Leo. So that's the Cup Holders Cup. And finally, the 90-minute Fever Cup. And this was what I was saying about me having a bit of a nearly season apart from the SP Cup, because I lost the final of this one as well.
Of course.
And I lost. So this is the actual reason. I knew he had a one nation side. I wasn't aware of it before I played him, and I thought I'd sort of researched his team before the game. Thought, oh wow. Hell of a season for them, because they won their league as well, and obviously taken the 90-minute Fever Cup, which is a really difficult competition to win. I'm obviously pretty gutted. That's the third time I've lost the final of this competition. I can't win it. But second half penalty to separate the teams, but he edged the game, to be fair. So, and then he done exactly what he should do, which is do a proper shut up shop on me. So I just could not break him down towards the end of the game. So fair play. So congratulations to Dorg for that one. And we have a quick look. I've done it again. We'll have a quick look at the semi-finals, because I think you do deserve a mention if you get all the way to the semi-final with this competition. I had a
Hakuna Matata. Okay.
I had a fairly it wasn't a 4-0 game basically, but my team were much more clinical. Hakuna Matata just wasn't their day, I guess.
Well, look at that. 5 people in attack. Oh yeah, he was trying to make.
Yeah, he tried to get back into it, and that's probably where these last 2 goals come from. You know, but he had to try and change the game, obviously. But yeah, it went my way.
I think the biggest kudos probably goes to you, actually, Steve. I mean, you did amazing in the intercomps, and in your local cups, and in your league. Obviously, you finished second. So I mean, I think you did amazing season.
Yeah, I had a cracking season. I just didn't quite finish it off. So you always have a little bit of a disappointment, but you know, if you offer me one trophy at the start of any season, I'll always take it. You know, so and if you're going to offer me the SP Cup, I'll definitely snap your hand off for that one. So the other semi-final, Control Alt Elite. Taken Kev down there. Looks like doesn't look like a 5-1 game. Looks like Kev's a little unfortunate with the scoreline, but it looks like Control Alt Elite did edge it, and Kev's obviously gone out pretty attacking to try and break him down, but hasn't been able to do it. So unlucky to him. Right, let's get on with that quiz. Finish it off, shall we? If Colm wants to quickly update the full scores, if you've got it ready.
So there we go. AJ Murphy and Lax with 5 points, Jens and Methos with 3 points, Mark M with 2, and then we have Anand, Alan T, Penjurov, Darren, Sidious, Saru, Dog, and Roy with 1 point.
Okay, and it is all to play for, because this final round is the Reborn Legends round, and there are points, extra points available for the quicker you get them. So, right, over to Nick.
Okay, so it's the final round. As Steve said, it's Reborn Legends round. So the answers to these questions will all be in a Who Am I type format, where you get 5 clues. And if you answer the question after the first clue, you get 5 points, 4 points after the second clue, 3 points after the third clue, etc. And 1 point if somebody gets it after the last clue. And the answers will only be Reborn Legends who were added into the game this month. So there's only 100 possible answers to each question, and there'll be 6 of them in total. So actually, if they are answered after only 1 clue each, that's 30 points still to gain. So it really is the case that it's possible that anyone could win it, but it's really hard to get them after 1 clue. So most of them would go for less points. But last month we did this, quite a few people did get them after 1 clue, didn't they? 3 or 4 of them went pretty early on.
They did,
so I think there might be possible to catch up. So let's get on with it. So it's round 3, Reborn Legends added this month. They'll all be Who Am I format, and let's get the clues going. So the first one is Who Am I? My only international goal was against San Marino.
I'm guessing, what, every 10 seconds or so we put in a clue, or is it longer than that, Nick?
Yeah, I think we'll do it about that. So after retiring, I worked in Dubai and Shanghai. I used to run an online estate agency in Sheffield.
Lax.
Lax has got it.
So this is worth 3 points. Am I right? This was the third clue.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
I thought Alant was going to get that, but he got Carlton, and then I read Cole afterwards. So, so almost.
Okay, so let's move straight through them. So the next one, Who Am I? Outside of my own country, I've played for clubs in Spain, USA, Belgium, Germany, France, and Switzerland.
It's time for the next clue.
When I finished my professional career, I competed in events in triathlon, ran marathons, and competed in Ironman.
Lax again.
Lax, got it again.
That's 4 points.
Lax is on fire this evening. He does want this cue.
Right, so next one. Who am I? I have a stadium named in my honour.
This game. You haven't given him the answer sheet before.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember giving it to him.
Yeah, we thought people would guess Miazza after that clue, but we thought it might take a couple more before people realised Hidiguchi had already had that. Had also had a stadium named after him.
Okay, somebody else has to get this one.
It's his favourite player. That's why. Right,
okay.
So wait a second. So that's 2 winners, right? No. We were looking for yes, obviously.
No, it's just the first clue, and then you narrow it down after a few more.
Yeah.
So Lax got 5 points for that, and 3 for the one before it, and 2 for the one before that, right? So
exactly. He's
got 10 points. 10 points in this section alone. Oh gosh. Yeah. Somebody else needs this one to make it at least last to the last couple of questions. So the next one. Who am I? Despite playing only 8 minutes, I scored in my country's first ever World Cup Finals victory against Greece. If it's Lax again, we might be able to just finish it there.
Yeah. That'd be pretty impressive to get it after that clue, I would think.
I was once fined for spitting in the face of a referee. Lax.
Unbelievable.
He's done it. Lax again. Is it mathematically possible? Anyone else could win it, Colin?
I don't think so. No, that's it. I think, guys.
Let's play the questions though.
Oh, okay.
Questions.
All right. Who am I? Let's see who comes second. Legend has it that when I was 6 years old, I netted 47 goals in one game for my primary school football team. That's quite a lot. Was that caught on YouTube, Steve?
That I think this was one of Colin's, wasn't it?
Unfortunately.
That's
Make for an interesting video.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? You've got to question these legends sometimes, haven't you?
That's why it says legend has it.
Yeah.
I was forced to retire from the game at only 27 due to problems with my sight. Lax again. Wow.
Okay.
I think he's got some kind of program running in the background to sort of match words, some kind of super Google. Jens is going to be after that.
Probably has a whole team, 10 people searching.
Is this going to be the first ever time that someone could get every question in a section?
Let's see, and we even got a bonus. Yeah, we even got a bonus question in this one just to make it more interesting. It didn't happen that way, did it? So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. It will be quite remarkable if you could get all 6 of these. That would be pretty.
And he gets them early on as well. He doesn't need to wait till the end. That's the thing.
All right. So yeah, let's do it. So the last one. Who am I? I not only captain one of the clubs I played in, but when I retired, I bought it and became club president.
Revoke says he's getting a second screen for next month.
Hold the record for the most international caps in my country. I've played for clubs in England, Italy, and Greece. Some people say I look like Luis Figo.
Are we actually going to get through all the clues in one of these finally? Con, you know the answer to this. So that what Roy's saying there is that correct or is it not? I don't know. No, it's not. Okay.
I won the Euro 2004. I'm sure Lax he knows the answer. He's just purposely not answered it.
Yeah, Lax got it.
Okay.
I was just about to say he's not going to show off, but yeah, no, he had to do it anyway.
6 for 6. That's pretty.
Lax. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's crazy. He finished with 26 points, and then
how many did second get?
Then the runner-up was AJ Murphy with 5. So that was 21 points difference.
All right, that is a new record for someone to try and beat. That's ridiculous. So basically Lax has ruined the quiz by making it a non-contest in the last 3 or 4 questions. That's what's happened. No, so that's superbly done. However, Lax has managed to find the answers. Could be knowledge, could be super fast Google fingers. I don't know. Either way, he's done it best of everyone out there. So Lax will be getting the coveted Q symbol for the whole of next month. So don't say we don't give out big prizes. No Minute Fever. So yes, the Q will go to Lax, and that's definitely that's definitely one to beat. I think it's fair to say. So well done, Lax. Well done, everyone else. Thank you, everybody, for taking part in the quiz. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you've got any comments or suggestions, let us know whether you liked this month's quiz or whether you liked previous ones, or how you were. Any suggestions how we can improve it, any ideas how we can do next month, so that'd be great. Thank you all very, very much for listening. We're definitely running out of time now, so thanks for listening, and we'll see you next month, hopefully. Cheers.